Hello. So in this video, I'm going to show how I made the fractured mesh in Unreal. So let's say if we grab a primitive object, let's say a cube, and if I scale it up and put it here, so we have just a cube. And if I go to the fracture mode, we have this option. And while we are selecting this cube, we'll click on the new object, and it will ask where we want uh, the fractured geometry collection to store in. So I'll just select this chaos test folder, and we can rename anything we want here. So I'll rename it geometry collection cube test 1. And if we have different parts, like separate mesh parts, we can split the meshes by clicking here as well. So if I click OK, we'll have this thing. And now we have different types of fractures. So if I click on uniform, we have this uniform concrete type fracture, and we can change the scale and size of the fracture as well. There are loads of different options here, and we can set different types of fracture, let's say radial and planar. We can make slices, we can make brick type fracture as well. We can use mesh, so we can import different mesh and break them using like Boolean operation. So for now we will use the uniform fracture. And if right now it says fracture level to all, and it's level 0, so it's the first level of the fracture. And if I click on fracture, we have this mesh fractured in different pieces, as you can see. And we have explode amount, so we can see that we have this all the pieces. And now if we want to break this even more, we can break this even more as well. So right now it's on level 1. So if we click on level 1, we have this. And if I want to fracture all of the mesh in level 2, so I will click all and then make another fracture. And let's say I click on fracture, and if I make the explode view, and we are on level 1, and now we have level 2. So if I click on level 2, it will fracture them even more pieces of the first level. So the first level will break into smaller pieces. And if we want to break only selected meshes into smaller pieces, we can select an individual mesh like this, and then make another cluster, and then we can break it apart as well. So if I click on cancel now and go to the selection mode, we have this fracture. And if I just hit play at the gun, and if I shoot it, you can see the mesh is fractured. And so first, when we shoot the bullet, it fractures into the first level. Sorry. And then if we shoot the bullet again, it will fracture them into the second level. Yeah, like this. And right now they are showing different colors for the bones. So we can click on here, search for bone, and we can turn off show bone colors, and now we can apply any material and then we can break them up like this. So, and another thing also that if we have a mesh with separate components, so let's say uh, I have this um, uh, shed, or I have this barrel that uh, that we so I have this other meshes as well, like this, for example, or this glass. So I have fractured this into a Houdini, and right now it's all combined mesh. But if I go to fracture, and if I click on new and put it on the chaos test glass fracture 01, and if I click on split meshes, then it will split the meshes into fractured pieces. You can see here, and I have split this meshes, fractured this meshes into Houdini, so that way we can import um, Houdini fractured meshes into Unreal and just split them without using Unreal Chaos system. Same goes with here as well. If I click on new chaos test and click on split meshes, yeah, we have different split parts of this mesh as well. Yeah. And we can apply a physical material onto this mesh, and we can set the amount of mass and all the physics parameter. So mass, weight, and clustering, um, density, and all of them. So yeah, this was the how we can make the fractured mesh in Unreal Engine.